Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I apologize for the tardiness. Ah, hi. It is your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia, back with another come on in the room version of Create and Relate. Whew, guys, you would not believe. I've been ready since 11:30. I know it takes 10 minutes to make my coffee to perfection. And I don't know why that turned longer than it had to be. Probably because I decided at the last minute to show you my yarn. All of this is one project. It is for a specific purpose. Hi, Joan. Mwah, 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 mwah. But it is for a specific purpose. And I am going to be working diligently on that. Michelle! Mwah, 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 mwah. And then I had dropped one ball of yarn I dropped behind the bed, and we spent, I know, every bit of 20 minutes trying to get this out. If y'all don't know, I have to jump on my bed because it's high and I'm short. So reaching down behind my bed, you see, I think I moved it, but I had the grabber. I had the grandbaby. I had all the GRs. I did. Okay. I feel disproportioned. Okay. Forgive me. I don't mean to make y'all dizzy. I don't have one whip to show you for right now because everything else is out there, and I am in the process of refocusing. This is my doctor piece. When I go to my doctor's appointments, this is what I work on. I guess you can see that it is all shades of purple. These are the colors that are going to be in it. So I am going to have some pink in there, Michelle. There is going to be pink. Okay, first of all, before we go any further, am I back? I think I booted myself out. I'm sorry. I think I booted myself out. I am so sorry. I was trying to reposition the phone and I hit the wrong button. Whew. Hi. I accidentally hit the wrong button. I was trying to reposition the phone and I hit the wrong button. You all forgive me if you see me rubbing and scratching. I have an excessive amount of coconut oil on for the past few nights. I've been fighting something in my sleep. I have 3 very deep scratches on my back that I can't reach, and I sleep alone. For a couple of days, I had bruises under here. This area right here is tender, but it itches like something bumped me or hit me or something. We don't know. Also, please hope that I find my bitty kitty today, because that's part of the reason I can't sleep. That is my neck pillow, and I can't make my pillows fit under my neck like bitty kitty. I might have to make me a pillow. I might have to put that above everything else, but I need to get sleep. Okay, so before we go any further, I would like to thank all of my subscribers. Right now, the number is holding steady. That's just as good as it's growing. That means I'm not losing anybody. So I'm grateful for that. And all those people who choose to pop in and just view, I do ask that when you come in, please hit those thummies, either on your way in or on your way out. It does help the algorithm. Please share my videos, especially the one that I'm going to talk to you about today. And Also, leave comments. I mean, you can go back to the replay and still leave comments. Trust and believe, I do answer all comments. I got 2 people here right now that can tell you I do. It might take me a couple of days, but I read and respond to all comments. I either give thumbs up, hearts, or a full out comment back. So I do that. Okay, reminders. I do want to remind you to please watch the video stars of the week videos. You can go to the playlist and it'll say video stars and check them out. The reason I do that, it's not only to help those who don't have a lot of subscriptions, but also to show those or to showcase those who people in my circle may not know. Some of them are very popular and you know, but some of them are very popular and you don't know. So it's a way to pull the crocheting community together. It's my way of contributing to that. So, like I said, it's just my way of helping to pull the crochet community together. When I first joined the YouTube channel, there was a little bit of discord going on, and then that died down, and then something else came up, and then that died down, and then it was something else. And I just want each of us to understand and know that we're all in this together. We each have our goals. We each out here trying to do something for ourselves to make our little corner in this go better. And we can only do that if we all pull together and support each other and not, so I'm just saying. All right. Also, I have ASL videos out there. I'm asking that you go back and review the ones that are there. For some reason, YouTube and I are having a misunderstanding when it comes to me uploading the ASL videos. I've tried it from the Chromebook. I've tried it from the phone. The last time I actually had to do one under a live just so I could get it out there. But I am still working on trying to get the pre-recorded videos out there because we're working on a lot. I've got greetings and salutations. I've got counting by double digits, like 11 to 99. Counting from 10 to 100, some simple phrases like, how are you? Or see you later, those types of things. What's up? So I have the videos done. I'm just working on getting them out there to you. So I don't know what kind of understanding me and YouTube got to come to, but trust me, I'm working on it. Don't forget, we have 44 bingo cards left. They are only $5 a card. The ones that have already been issued, elected to get them electronically. I will email them to you. I will text them to you. I will message them to you, however you want to receive them. Or we can do snail mail and I will mail them to you. All I need is for you to email me your address. Like I said, they're $5 a card. You have until July 15th to complete what's on the card. They're not hard. They're not hard at all. It's something that you can pick up and spend 15 minutes a day on. You got a whole month and a few days. But when it all started, you had a month and a half. So like I said, it's not hard. This one, I think the hardest thing up here is a 30 by 30 throw. You can do triple crochet. And it's done. But like I said, it's not hard. You have colors, you have stitches, you have projects, and it's just a fun way to get some things going that we're all working on together. There will be prizes. All you have to do is, in my Facebook group, Create and Relate, the one that begins with C, I haven't gotten the new one up yet. It's not coming up until after bingo because I didn't want to confuse everybody. But the Create and Relate page, post your pictures. Also, email me your pictures. That way you have a backup. So if anything goes wonky with Facebook, I'll have them in my email and I know that it's done, and I will check your card off, write your name on the back of the card, and it goes into the Nike shoebox. My granddaughter will shake them up. My grandson will reach in and grab the names, and we will get those prizes out. Okay. Also, this coming Saturday, I will be having an auction. I'm hoping that it's going to be exciting and fun. That's my goal with the auctions. All right, now, so tell me, everybody drop in the comments what you're working on and what you're sipping on. I bet you know what I got. I got my 1850 Black Gold, 14 ounces. I have my International Delights French Vanilla and Caramel Macchiato, and it is yum, yum, yummy. And what I do, woo, yes, it was a little hot and I took a little much in. I heat my creamer on the stove so that it keeps my coffee hot. Oh, Diamond Dot Picture, you have to show me. You have to show me, Joan. I can't wait to see it. But I heat my cream up on the stove so that it keeps my coffee hot. And because I like coffee in all forms, iced, frappuccino, whipped. I don't care for whipped cream so much, but drizzled with all kinds of yumminess. I'm talking Starbucks right now. Okay, Neo Soul Place. Yes, yes. I know, but I thought it was progress, Joan. That's why I said you have to show me. If you will, Michelle, drop your other channel information so that we can see it. Even if we can't link it, at least we'll know at least the name of it so that everybody will know what to look for. I can tell you that the music is divine. I can tell you that the music helps me sleep. I can tell you that the music helps me crochet. Um, I like something going on in the background, and I like to keep my phone free. So this idea that Michelle came up with was oh so awesome because my phone stays free now. I'm able to crochet without having to look up at the TV every few stitches. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So yes, ma'am, Mama Michelle. I get it. I got it. Okay. All right. Okay. So, what I wanted to talk to you about today, and yes, we have pages of notes. Most of my morning was spent doing research because I wanted to present this to you in the right way. This is how to succeed successfully. And the first thing I thought about is, well, what do we need? You know, what is succeeding? And it is winning your purpose or your intention. So what is purpose? I'm gonna work on sister's picture. Cool. The reason for which something is done or created or for which something exists. And what is intention? An idea that you plan to carry out. Okay. So just keep those definitions in mind. And what I want you to consider is I love notebooks. I love everything stationary. I do. I love notebooks and folders and jumbo folders and tags, and I love all of that. Staples and all of that. But one thing to consider in doing this or setting yourself up for success is to consider having notebooks or folders. Personally, I think folders or a binder is better because you can add and remove pages as needed. And one thing I want you to keep in mind right now, just think about it. If you feel like dropping them in the comments, jot down 3 ideas that have come into fruition that you had as a child. So think about that. Things that you said you wanted to do, wanted to accomplish, wanted to complete when you were a child that have happened in your life. And then I want you to think of 2 current ideas that you have, that you're working on, that you want to see. And then think of something that you want to happen way down the line, like not right now, maybe a year, 5 years, 10 years from now. I want you to think about those things. So I'll start with mine. When I was a little girl, I used to always say I wanted 12 kids. I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a nurse. I wanted to be a cheerleader and a majorette. Well, I did not get to be a doctor, but I was a nurse. I had 4 children. I ended up raising 35 children. So 3 times 12, 36. That's cool, right? I also said that I wanted to be married. I did that twice. And in high school, I was a cheerleader. I did try out for majorettes, but I elected cheerleading over majorettes. I was very athletic in high school. I played football, basketball, ran track. I was in the band. Did I say softball? I played softball. Yeah, everything that I could do, I did. So I was very athletic in high school. So I did accomplish those things. Dreams, current dreams, YouTube. I'm doing it. A teacher. I wanted to fly a plane and I wanted to speak in front of an audience. Okay, well, see, you're flying high in your queendom. You speak to us weekly, several days a week, and you're teaching us. I see that as being done. But yes, having a YouTube channel. And the second thing that's current is I am crocheting my creations and I have a platform on which to showcase my items. I used to crochet in the past and wish I could do more than just show my mom or my friends or a neighbor, but now we have the tools that we can showcase them on several different platforms. I've done it on Instagram. I've done it on Facebook. My future goal, one that has to be worked on for a while, is better health for independent living. Living with my daughter is great. Being here with my grandkids every day is great. But I want to experience life on my own. I want a 2-bedroom. I want a 2-bedroom house. I really don't want to do apartments again. But I want a 2-bedroom house. I don't mind renting it. I want to get my inaugural channel fully monetized. I want to be able to support myself and my family with the revenue from my content creating and coaching. Awesome. Awesome. And I see that happening for you. I do. But I want to, like I said, be in this single dwelling home. I want another car. And I want to have one room as just my crochet room. I want it set up with all the yarn that I want. I love these babies right here because when I can see a skein, a ball, a cake of yarn disappear, that's my gratification. It's not necessarily the project itself. It's seeing where I come up with all these little bands. So I want that. I do, but I love, the bigger skeins and balls as well, like the everything escapes me now. And I'm looking right at it. I've got 5 of them sitting right over there on the shelf from Joann's. Big twist. Go get your coffee, Michelle. Go get your coffee. But okay, I want to live a more healthy life that includes travel. Girls, let's talk about traveling for a quick second because that could be a whole show for me. I have hit a lot of states in the United States of America, but I want to hit all the rest of them. I would really love to have an RV, and I need to hit the lottery because I need a mate/mechanic so that he can do most of the driving and fix it whenever it needs to be fixed. And so that I can spend more than a day in every place that I want to visit. I want to I want to do more than just touch each state. I want to spend time in each state. And that was one of my I've been saying that since I was 30. So that's real. But back to my house, one will be my yarn room. I want my kitchen to be handicap accessible. Even though I do plan to be more mobile, I do know that eventually it will go back to me either being in a wheelchair or having to use some type of device to get around. I understand that. I understand that. Had that discussion with the doctors already. But I want to get back to being able to cook for myself. I want my living room set up like my video room. I want it to be my what do you call it? Theater. I want to be able to look at TV in my living room. I don't even want a TV in my bedroom. I don't want a TV in my bedroom anymore. I want to be able to have to get up and go from one room to the other to get different things, different experiences. I want to be able to move around more. And I think a house on my own can do that without having to worry about stepping on somebody else's toes, getting in somebody else's space. The borrow system around here is very loose. And, we have other issues where things, I won't say go missing, but they go misplaced. And it's right now it's unavoidable. We're working with it, but that's another story. But yes, those are some of the things. So I want now, how do we succeed successfully? It usually starts with a dream, an idea, a goal. And the first thing you do is think about it. And I mean, really think about it. And you question it. You ask questions like, how would this better me statistically? How would this better me financially? How would this better me career-wise? How would this better me health-wise, relationship-wise, spiritually? However, it needs to better you. It needs to bring you into a better place. Okay, can anybody tell me what stratification is in 2 words? I'll give it time. I'll get a few sips of coffee and I'll give y'all time to tell me. Just 2 words. Hi, Lori. That blanket is beautiful. Okay. Stratification, real simple, in 2 words, means your position. Your position in your neighborhood, your position in your home, your position in your family, your position on your job, anywhere. It just means your position. So keeping that in mind and asking yourself, how will it better me? How will it better your position? How will it better your standings with your family, your standings in your church, your standings in school, on your job, in your relationship, with your health, anything, exactly, your placement, exactly. So back to the questions, ask yourself, is it feasible? Is it really feasible that this idea is going through with this idea going to be feasible for me? And thank you first. A lot of us here are parents and we do it all. We think about the kids first, but if we're not here to take care of them, we don't know what their fate is. So we have to keep ourselves healthy and straight. It took me until I was 60 to figure that out. Ask yourself, is it safe? Is there going to be any blowback? Is it going to hurt me in any way? Is it going to hurt my family? Is it going to hurt my loved ones? Is it going to hurt my friends? Is it going to affect my job? Ask yourself that. Or so that's what statistically means in geographical terms too, where things position so many parts of our lives are impacted by stratification, and most of them aren't even aware. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Also ask yourself, what will this look like for me in the future? So if you're deciding that you want to knock out a wall in your house and put something there, you have to ask the questions, is it a weight-bearing wall? Is this whole change going to hurt anybody? Is it going to hurt me? I got you. Understood. So you have to take all of that into consideration. I think I flipped my page before I was ready. Okay, now once you realize that this is a major possibility, then you can go towards getting those notebooks or those folders that I was talking about. And one of those notebooks or one of those sections should only be for ideas. Always write your idea down. Write it down. If you're over 35, once you walk through a door, you might forget it. And it's not guaranteed to come back. And it could be something that is life-changing in a positive way for you. So write it down. Another section you want to have is the items you need. What is everything that's needed for this to come into fruition? Do I need people? Do I need to buy items? Do I need just the men in my life to move furniture around? Do I need to meditate? What is it that you need to make this happen? And then create that list. Write down that list. Everything is going to be about writing it down. And once you see everything you need, create a budget. And when you're creating this budget, always go high. You always want to prepare for the unforeseen. You want to prepare for these people who might be taking, say if you're moving, they're going to take time off work this weekend to help you move. It rains, 2 of your people can't come. So you might have to get that truck for an extra day because you're 2 people short. And with the 3 you got, it's just not going to work. Even if they work harder. Also with the budget, be realistic. If it's going to take you $1,000 to do it, and this is what it actually takes, set it for $1,250. Don't set it for $2,000. If you set it for $2,000, then instead of getting the silver plated faucet that you want in your bathroom. You're going to go in the store and you're going to see this pewter one that costs $25 more. And then you're going to see pewter knobs that match that you really did not envision in the beginning. But when you start thinking, hey, I got the money for this. Hey, I got the money for that. Hey, I can upgrade to this. Hey, I can do that. You know, when you have the funds, you tend to spend according to the funds that you have, which leads right into, with your budget, stick to it. Stick to it. The reason the extra is there is only to allow for the unforeseen things, not just upgrading because you want to. Okay. I got pages on pages on pages on pages and pages and pages. Okay, so let's get the prep work done. We have decided, we've had our idea, we've written it down, we've asked the questions. We're going to go ahead and now we're going to start preparing, which is everything that we just went through. When we assess the entire situation, budget for it, right? You know, getting all of your materials and everything together, contacting the people that you need to contact. All of this is preparation. Now, the reason I told you to keep preparing, planning and preparing separate is because lots of times when people talk to you about the path to success, they'll tell you to have your idea, plan, and follow through. They leave out the preparation part, and the preparation part is so important. They include it in the steps, but they don't give it a title. And lots of times, if you can separate things into their own entities, it makes it a lot easier. So do not forget the preparation title and everything that goes along with it. So now we're going to follow through with our plan. We're going to purchase our material and supplies. And if there are assembly, Dorothea, how are you? Welcome in. If there are assembly requirements or if there's a pattern for us crocheters, you want to read through all of the instructions first so that you will have some familiarity with what is going on. If you have a crew or a team, then the first day that you all get together, you want to go over all of this again with them so that they will be on the same page as you. Do not assume that these people know what you want. Don't even assume that they know what they're doing. Even I have found, being a carpenter, even contractors that come to build houses, they have their way sometimes. Sorry for my sense. I'm prepping. You're fine. We understand. We understand. But you also want to make sure that they know what you want. Stay up on codes and laws and things like that if it involves big projects so that you're not hit with something that you're not ready for. Okay? When your crew comes, if it's a single day project, like I said, abreast to everybody as to what's going on. And please make sure, sounds so simple, but it's not done a lot. Please make sure that you thank these people. Thank you goes a long way. It really does. I appreciate you. Let them know that they've done a good job. If they haven't, find a way to let them know nicely so they'll come back. If it's a multi-day project, refresh everybody at the beginning of each day as to what needs to be done. Encourage them for the remaining work. Give them pep talks. Let them go into this with as much enthusiasm as you have. Give kudos. Good job. Thumbs up. You got this. That's looking pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Anything to keep the morale boosted. Feed these people. Y'all, they got Subway, they got Jimmy John's, they got pizzas galore everywhere. You know, Panera Bread. Yeah, just about everybody delivers, or you can all get together and go and, you know, just include that in the budget. Include it in the budget. Be diligent with your time and requirements. There's a time and a place for everything when it comes to the goofing around, the playing around. We experienced that when my oldest daughter moved into her second house. The guys that she hired were finding something playful about each piece that they moved, and a one-day project turned into 2 days. So, you know, as the administrator of all of this, you have to put your foot down because this is your project. It's not theirs. You carry the timeline on this, not them. Okay. Now that we've got everything done, we got all the furniture put into place, we got our blanket finished crocheting, we've got all of this done, the bathroom remodeled, everything. Tie up all loose ends, sweep up, clean up dust. If something needs to be sanded, just to give it a smooth edge, do that. The furniture polish, all of that. Snip, it's weave in ends, snip ends, all of that. Slide everything into place. Photograph your work. Now I'm talking to me. Photograph your work. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's building a shed out back. Photograph that shed. Please. If you want to give recommendations to other people and you have nothing to show for it, today, in today's times, words mean very little. If people don't see it, it doesn't exist. And you don't want people just traipsing all over your house or your property like that. If it's a blanket or a shawl or a poncho or a wrap or a table runner or something that you've made, if nobody can see it, it almost doesn't exist. It also helps when you're going back down memory lane to remember what you did to get to where you are, to remember the process of building that shed, remodeling that bathroom, crocheting that spread or blanket, putting that fan together or whatever it was, mounting that TV, whatever it was. When you go back and look at those pictures, you'd be like, I remember that day. I remember the process. I remember what we had to go through to do this. And then when it's all over and done, celebrate and enjoy. Celebrate good times. Come on. That's what we do. I am going to share something with you all as I remind you all about the bingo tickets. $5 a card, $5 a card. My information is in the description box. I did it first this time. You can pay through Cashapp or PayPal. The rules are very simple: 18 years of age or older, United States mailing address, because I will be mailing the prize out to you. When you get your card, you can triple dip, but no more than triple dip. If one project covers more than one item on your card, you can check off up to 3 items. Even if that item covers half your card, you can only check off 3 items. I'm sorry. You can only check off the 3 items. Blackout is the goal. Send me pictures via Facebook, Create and Relate with a C, and email me as well. That way you have a backup that the pictures are done. I'll know that your card is complete. As of right now, we have enough cards purchased that we can give one prize. And we want more cards sold so that we can give out more prizes. And don't forget, Saturday is auction day. Today is the 12th. That will be the 14th. The day after that is when the cards will no longer be available for sale. Am I going to ever do bingo again? I certainly am. Yes, we only sold 7 cards this time, but I am definitely going to do it again. I enjoy it. I enjoyed the rush of getting it all together. I enjoyed playing with my printer until I got it printed out. I enjoyed the entire process. So yes, I will be doing it again. This first time is a learning experience for me. I've run into some things that I know I would tweak. And yes, definitely will be doing it again. So you need to look out for that. ASL videos, video stars of the week. See what I mean about taking pictures if I didn't have that piece of paper over there? So I get to look at it. They say the mind is a terrible thing to waste. I'm not wasting it. I promise you, I'm not wasting it. I just have a hard time with it working with me sometimes, getting the mouth and the mind to work together. And sometimes it's up here and I just can't get it to come out of here. Yeah. So with all of that being said, guys, we did this in 42 minutes today. I was so excited getting everything together. I was like, idea. And I wrote down what I wanted to talk about first. And then it just started pouring from there. I don't know if you see that green and black book over there. That is an old-fashioned dictionary. Yes, I went that far with it. So yes, I have been working hard on this and I am excited about the progressions going forward. I can tell you that I have made an executive decision. I talked to someone yesterday, and a lot of the whips that I have are going to be abandoned. I put myself under too much pressure. I felt like I had jumped into a swimming pool full of jello, and all the jello was just sucking me in, and I was stuck like somewhere in the middle of this jello and could not get out. I mean, like worse than quicksand. Because the more you bounce in jello, the further you go down. You can bounce all you want to. You're just going to keep going down and down and down. And I have to get that weight off of me. So I am going to relinquish those items and get the pressure off me. Because I like it when I smile. And I like it when I can smile sincerely. I can tell you that this is not the only whip that I will be working on today, even though I am. I'm only going to put 6 more rows on this before I transition to another color. I am going to work on the Sprat blanket. I'm going to work on the blanket for my son and for my son's fiance. So those will be the 4 projects that I work on today. I have some washcloths around here that I grabbed the other night and started doing. I can't tell you where I put them. I can't. I cannot begin to tell you where they went. They flew somewhere. But it's okay. It is okay because I got plenty that I can work on right now. I went and bought 5 balls, so because I have to replenish my washcloths as well. My washcloths walk. I don't know how, but they do. So at the beginning of the year, we started with a little over 70. we're down to like 8. I don't know. I don't know. I just hope wherever they are, they're getting good use. And I am definitely working on getting those rebuilt. So I think we are in our happy place now. We got 15 minutes to go run and play and do what we're doing. I am going to get on my crocheting. I am going to find something on TV to listen to for right now, because I got the babies that keep running in and out of the room and they're just about ready. I can tell when they start getting antsy. That's when I can start hearing them. So I'm going to get to them because they want grandma. When I promise you, when this camera goes off, I'm going to be attacked. I am. And it's fun. It's fine. So I am asking you all, I am reminding you all, I think that's good enough to be bold, to be brave, to be beautiful, and please behave. Remember, Kitty told you. And remember, Kitty loves you. So till we see each other again on these YouTube streets, peace out, everybody. I love you.